say something about my journey, so please listen carefully. First, I want to say something in my school subject in English, and I am the student of CBSE. So I focus on English, but I don't focus in English, and sometimes I science. And mean it is not necessary in our life, but I just realized no, it is very important in our life, because if we read any subject, every subject in English, and if we don't know about that, the meaning of that sentence, that paragraph, then we can't understand anything. And after 10th, I just realized problem in every sector. Like I am a student, and if I don't know English, then definitely I face many of the problem in my study, and also I just go here and there. So if I talk about I'm go few years ago, I am going in Kolkata, and I don't know Bengali, and I just go on a mall, and I do lots of shopping, and I don't understand when I don't understand anything, then I just ask. Every person is speaking in English. Understand, because I don't focus in English and I don't read English. On that time, I realized no, I want to learn English, and my cousin always humiliate me when we are sitting together. Then always he just some word meaning. He just saying some lines in English, and he just humiliate me. Ki, you don't know English. You are a student of CBSE, and your base is means a zero. Then I realized no, I want to learn English. After complete my 12th, I just told my friend. One of my friend is, her name is Tahsin. She told me I also want to learn English, and I am saying my grammar is also very poor, and her grammar is very good. And she told me, okay, I also want to learn English, so come with me. And she just suggests me this institute. When me and my friend came to this institute, I just told to ma'am, I want to learn English. She just asked me in which level you want to go. I told I want to go 0 level. She asked me why. Why? So I am telling because my English told us who suggests you this institute. Then my friends told that my cousin brother sir asked what the name of that person. I don't know the name of that person. Sir knows. Sir. On that time, sir is not saying many more things, but he just saying he was one of the best student in my institute, and he is one of the. Sir told that he is my fan. Then on that time, I just think sir means how can say like that, sir means one of the student is fan of any teacher. I on that time I realized. After that time, I just think no, I want to learn English, and I just after means demo class. Sir told that there is no demo class in this institute. If you want to learn English, then you just pay full payment, and after that you just come to join the class. When I came this class, first day sir just given some, sir just taken test. Yeah, on that test, I don't know how much marks I get, and sir never told that how much marks you get. After some time, I just come. I came this institute. I think that batch is average batch. Yeah, or on that batch, many of the students, they are good speaker, and they speak very well. And after some time, I just joined 6 a.m. batch, and The first class, when I came behind the first day behind the podium, I just become afraid, and sir told me, please say something about yourself, introduce yourself. I think on that time I just speak only 2 or 3 lines, not many. After some time, I read, and then right now I think that I am not a good speaker, but after some time I will be a good speaker, and I want to try to my best. Thank you so much. This is my journey.
Good morning to our respected sir and all my dear friends. The man who is standing in front of you all, this is Mr. Prince Sivam from 1030 batch. As we all know that today our topic is we have to share our journey towards English. Everybody have different journey. I have also a journey in the field of English. My journey started from the mistake of when I started the speaking of school as a school and the night as a night. Just my dear friends, when I was a part of the primary school, I think everybody do this type of mistake. I have also did. When I have also dreamed to be the part of the CBSE school, and one day I also got a chance in the year of 2010. I have not a dream of to join the CBSE school. I have dreamed to wear the tie and belt of the CBSE school. When I reached the school, there is a quota in the CBSE school that without me I coming, you can't enter in the class. But in childhood, we can speak, but we shy towards himself to speak English. And I did not speak a single word, may I come in. And teacher said that you can't enter in my class, go out and stand up outside the class. After that, we are the part of in childhood we belong from a Bihar board student, and as a Bihar board student, we all know that what is the value of English in our society, our state as well. But the journey of English started in 2011, and that gives lots of things. But the obsession of to learn English was started when I joined for 1 year in the convent school of Hill Valley International School. When I reached that school, if you can't speak English, there is a code of conduct and code of achievement. If you speak a single word of English, then according to the code of conduct, you have lost 1 mark in your exam. And I thank to the teacher of English, Mr. Ram Singh Yadav. Whatever I speak, little bit of English from my age 11 years to 16 years, it all credit goes to Ram Singh Yadav. Because even any situation, he always helped me to learn English. Because as you all know that my pronunciation was not good from my childhood. Because he belongs from UP, and as a UP teacher, he always used in his tone because as a because and as a and I always listen her tone, and I always copy, and I always say because as a because and as a as a. And when he said, Prince, you have delivered a speech and a news in the morning session. And when I delivered the speech, every teacher was laughing and mocking at me. But only one teacher, Ram Singh Yadav, was not laughing at me. And after when I delivered the speech, every teacher comes to me and said that, what are you speaking? Your pronunciation was not good. You can't speak good English. But Ram Singh, one quotation of Ram Singh Yadav also remind me, and we have to never shy towards him. Whatever I speak, whatever I know, we should speak. Because a teacher of Amish was nursery teacher. He used to teach nursery from class 1, and he daily used to mock me at कि आपका इंग्लिश बहुत ही खराब है. One quotation of Ram Singh Yadav. Always he told me कि the teacher who used to teach the breastfeeding student what he know about the English. यानी कहने का वो हमेशा यही कहते हैं कि जो दूध पीने वाले बच्चे को पढ़ाते हैं वो टीचर इंग्लिश के बारे में क्या जाने. Whatever you speak, you can speak. One day you will learn. The second slab of learning English was one day when I was a part of 5th class. A teacher comes to me and he said that you started to read the counting. And as a Bihar board student, I started, and my speed was, we can say that, faster than the Shatabdi train of India. I started Dukka Dukku 4 and Dukya 6. And the slap of Mrs. Anita Singh was more faster than the Shatabdi Express. We can say that it was more faster than the bullet train of Japan. And that reminds me that without English we can't be the part of the school. The third slap towards learning English was one day when the priest helped me because he come to the class and asked the teacher, what are you taught in this class? And the topic was our freedom fighters. And he come to and read and write at the board war battle. And they asked me what is the difference between these two. And I started to say in Hindi. And then he slapped me. And that gives a lesson to be the English is an important part of our life. Then the craziness of learning English, because I have no idea about how, but I always whatever you speak, I catch it and I just remember it, and that English I only can speak. Otherwise, no English can I speak. Because when I was 13 or 14 years old, I always used to go to Muzaffarpur from Patna to play cricket match, and I always hear the voice. The train number itna is coming at the platform number itna. Then I hear and I started at my home, and everybody at my home pagla gaya. The next objection comes in my mind when in the 2016 I was a part of Nepal radio as a cricket commentator. Then I hear the voice of Ravi Shastri from the background, and the voice of Ravi Shastri, I did not understand the English, but whatever he speaks, I always tell him, wow, what he is speaking. And one thing I always remember the words of the Ravi Shastri in 2007. He used to, when Yuvraj Singh hit 6 sixes. Then the last word he used, the king slid on his feet and UB hits 6 sixes in a hour. These two English, without learning, I can speak from my childhood. Otherwise, no English can I speak my whole life. But the journey of English started from, we can say that, the Diit British English classes. Because before that, whatever I speak in English, I only remember and write the points and I deliver. But when I joined the Diit British English classes, most of the point I can't, without reading and remembering, I can speak. The journey started from Diit British English classes. We can say that it was coincidentally, because I never wanted to join Diit. Because one day I called to Himanshu, and he was a part of Diit British English classes, and he said that most of the fundamental things about Diit British English classes, and I was amazed I can join. He called me, and that time I have not a mobile phone. Then he said that at 10:30 a.m. you come to the Mithanpura at the best side mall. I come at Mithanpura church and 4 times I come here. But that time I don't know the English of DIIT. Because he said that DIT. I remember Diit. I come 4 times but I never search the DIT. But after 5th time again we can say that in 5 minutes within the 5 minutes I come 4 times from Mithanpura church to here. After that I think this is the class that DIIT. Then I reach at here and where written as DIT. Then I come and say that Mr. Himanshu is here. Then Miss say that yes, Mr. Himanshu is in the class. Then Miss asking nothing. They said go in the class and sit. I come and sit and everybody was giving their speech. Then 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, I came 10 days regular, but I never have a courage to come on this podium to deliver what am I knowing and what is our ability. But after 10 days, I decided if I come here, we should go on the podium. Whatever I know, we can speak. But one thing, we can't tell a lie from ourselves. Because what am I, we can share. Because I came here and I think daily, the time is over and then go out from the activities in this class. And every day I used to do it.
No, in 9 AM batch, one of the students feels lucky when he doesn't get chance to speak behind the podium. There are lots of students who just pray to God that आज मेरे को chance ना मिले, आज मेरे को chance ना मिले. And they say that I am the luckiest person that today I haven't gone behind the. Yes. I don't know. It is a very cultivated. What we can say like. Okay, so carry on.
Then I come. Then one thing I remember about the sir. Sir, whatever you can speak, every time if you hear come and you do mistake, then sir always correct them. Then I decide if I also go there, what is our mistake, what is our disability, then sir will correct that. Then I decided I should go. And one day I came here and delivered a speech about myself. And that time I was little bit good but not very good. Then sir said that, please I want to take your video. Then firstly I was very, where I am, when someone said that I want to take your video, I was very happy and because that happiness gives lots of pleasure. But happened, but the speaking ability was my not good because I can speak English, but the communication skill I doesn't have good. Then I thank to Rishikesh Yadav. He always give courage, and also that time only people were the part of that institute. No one is here at that time, and people were also the what we can say that Nausikhiya at that time, and I was also of the novice, yeah. And I was not friendly with people, but I always hear the quotation of himself. He always used to say that कि अरे भाई यहाँ आगे आता ना podium पर जावे तो कल्ला आवे. Then I think that yeah, if you come here, then we should go on the podium. And we also say thank to sir. When I come here, sir always say what is your mistake? How can you improve your English? Then I remember the quotation, whatever sir is saying to me, and I used to go at home and I used to enhance my skill, whatever sir is saying to me. And whatever I have communication skill, whatever I can speak here from, and before that, when I came here, my hand was vibrating. My body was also not my control. Even more, what am I speaking, I doesn't know. Only I am speaking. But sir gave me lots of courage to speak. I also thank to people and Rishikesh Yadav. At that time, he said that if whatever you know, you go and deliver the speech. And the incident happened when the first time sir announced the speech competition. And that time I did not know in the speech competition who is winner. They got the medal, they got the trophy. Because I was the fond of trophies and medals from my childhood. But I did not know that time. At first time, I was rejected from general round. And at grammar competition, Mr. Shivam Singh was here, and he also belonged from my village, and he was a grammar topper. And when I saw the status of sir, and everybody was standing here, and someone has trophies, someone has medal, then I decided, I can miss this opportunity. Then next time I said that the next time I will be the winner. Next time what happened? At that time, I said to myself, next time really I will be the winner of grammar, because I was just lucky. I was 2 numbers behind the Mr. Shivam Singh, and he has 39, I think, and I am 36. 3 numbers. Then when sir announced the second time grammar competition and speech competition, then at that time Ravi was there, and Ravi was very intelligent one. He cheated all the things. At 9 AM match, every question was same. Outside, he have all the answer. No, he is knowing all the answer, and he come and within the 10 minutes he write everything, and he got 48 number, and I got only 40 number. But and at the second speech competition, I was a part of semi-finale round, and the topic was the caste, the education system of Bihar. And at that time, I can't speak more because I was in the middle. I can't speak a single word. And that time, when I went at my home, then Mr. Himanshu said, "This time you are the part of the finale." Then I mocked at him and said that my speech was just like the education system of Bihar. After the third time when sir announced the speech competition, then I was selected as a top 10. And then after I was rejected from top 10. After fourth time, again happened same thing. Same thing happened, and same thing. I was a part of top 10, and after that I was rejected. After fifth time, when I was a part of the speech competition, that time I am not saying myself this time I am the winner, but the slap given by Mr. Inayatullah. When I was sitting there, Mr. Rakhi was talking with Inayatullah. Mr. Rakhi. Miss Rakhi was talking to Inayatullah, and I was silently sitting at there. And Inayatullah, Mr. Rakhi asked Inayatullah, who is the top 4 of this finale round? Then Inayatullah said, Rakhi, Mr. Gunjan Krishna, Mr. Vipul.
What did I say? What did I say that time? What did I say that time?
I am just wait.
Suspense.
And one name he also name I belong to. He said Ansu. Ansu. Then and after that Rakhi said to Inayatullah, Prince is also here, India. Then Inayatullah said that Prince can't be the winner. But that time I am no correct. I decided I am the not winner. I was a part of top 10. Then I rejected. But the person who has more belief than me was Miss Asmita Bharti. She calls me and she said to me, please, you are the winner of this speech competition. And Pragya also said that you are the winner of this time. Then I said that कि आपके मुंह में घी सकता. And after that, I was awarded as a second prize. And I give all the credit, all the credit goes to Mr. Sandeep Singh sir. Because at all time, because as a cricketer, one thing I remember in my life, when any people comes at you and behind the back said that you can do that. Because what Mr. Sanjit Singh is that type of person. If you can't do that thing, then if he said that you can do. Because when sir calls me as an actor, then I never know that I will be the angry. Because and sir said that I know you can do that. Sir is more confidence than me I can do that. And that thing always give lots of happiness. And मैं जिस काम को नहीं भी कर सकता हूँ, अगर मेरे पीठ पे हाथ रख के कोई कहता है कि तुम कर सकते हो, तो मैं उसे 1000 गुना जोश और जुनून के साथ करता हूँ. और इसके लिए मैं सभी का सम्मान करता हूँ. That's the story of our English. Thanks and have a nice day.
Silent.
Good morning to everyone. How my journey started in English. Actually, my journey towards English started since my childhood. Actually, my grandfather was the professor of English literature. So he used to give me some tenses, some frames when I was not even 5 years old. And the tenses were not simple. He used to tell me to frame a sentence which has all the letters from A to Z. Can anyone frame here? One sentence which has all the letters from A to Z? Can anyone frame? And that sentence is: a quick brown fox jumps over a lazy dog. In this sentence, from A to Z, all the letter falls into: a quick brown fox jumps over a lazy dog.
A quick brown fox
Jumps over a lazy dog.
Over the lazy dog.
Over the lazy dog.
It's all in typing classes.
Yeah.
Yes.
In this sentence, from A to Z, all the letters falls in. And then, when I was not even 7 years old, my grandfather used to give sentences to translate into English, and those sentences were not really easy. And those sentences were like: gaya, 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 gaya hi reh gaya. Can anyone translate it in English? Gaya, 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 gaya hi reh gaya. Can anyone translate it in English? This type of translation I used to get from my grandfather when I was not even 7 years old. And the correct translation of this sentence is: Gaya went Gaya and started to live in Gaya. And when I was a little bit older, when I was in, I think I used to be in years of 10, when I was 10 years old, or below 10 years, I used to get the sentences or tenses, sentences to translate into English, and those sentences were like, गुलाब दिखने में तो अच्छे हैं पर तोड़ना मत. Can anyone translate into English? Roses are beautiful, but don't pluck it. This type of translation I used to get when I was not even 10 years old. And my journey towards English was a little bit better when I went to my school when I was 13 years old. in Sunbeam School, Lehartara, Varanasi. There I saw a girl named Simran Mehrotra. Her English was on another level. Her English was on another level. When I first saw her, she spoke sentences. I thought her to be of some foreign girl. And today she is in Canada, Ontario, Ottawa, Toronto, near to Toronto. She is in Canada. I listened to her English, I befriended her and started to copy her accent, the British accent. She had a British and American accent of English speaking. So I befriended her and she started to teach me the accent of the British tone and the American and Canadian and Australian tones. She started to taught me. She told me there are differences in British English and American English and in Canadian and in Irish, whatever, Hong Kong, wherever you go, there are some differences. And she made me clear that in America it's schedule, in Britain it's schedule. In America it's there are many words she chose me. Those differs in America and United Kingdom. So I started to learn from her, and even her friends Mansi, Rani, and many other friends were such a fluent English speaker. Their English was on another level. I befriended them too. They all started to help me, and I started to help them in their maths work. Mansi is now in Bombay, and Cesar Gupta now is in China. And one of my friend Yashwant Raj, he is in St. Petersburg, Russia. And one of my friend Istan Agrawal, he is in Florence, Italy. And her sister Nancy Agrawal is in Milan, Italy. Both are very much close to the Rome, the capital of Italy. And one of my friend is in Singapore, Ashish. And one of my friend is in Perth, Divyanshu. He is in Perth, Australia. And one of my friend is in Bangalore, Ashish. His English is on another level. Mainly, Steven told me that what are the differences in American and British tones and Canadian, Australian, Irish, Wales, Hong Kong, and even the people from other countries, their English are little bit different and little bit I have a Lucy. She is a teacher in United Kingdom, in London, in Central London. So I asked them, give me some senses, usually I'm this tone in Irish and me the correct way of American tone of English. So that's where that's how I learned English today.
Thank you.
Good morning to all of you. Today we have a very wonderful topic, and today is the last day of learning words English. So here I have to start. So my journey was started learning British English, and came in learning British English, and I was joined that institute with my sister, and my sister is too good in education, and I am not a very good student. You know very well. You all know very well about me. So on that time, on that time, I thinking that how I have to speak English, because I know that my sister she can speak each and everything, whatever she want to do, then definitely she can do. But what I do, because I don't want to join that institute. My father, in fact, my uncles forced me. You has to join. And on that time, I am only thinking that I just go for the time pass, not to learn English, because on that time my thinking is that my family member think that no, I am going to the institute and I am learn something, because no one can ask me any question regarding the English, because my family is not too much educated. In fact, my mother and my father are not too much educated. So I think that I have to. I was too cheated with my parents. But after some months ago, I realized that no, it's a benefit for me, because when the time when I was the student of my school time, then when teachers told me to read something, then my friend start laughing on me, because they know that if he start reading something, then he make mistake and we are laughing. On that time, I don't think anything. On that time, I just think that if they are laughing, then it's okay. I don't care. When my English teacher told me you have to make a sentence, and you know that one good thing, sorry, not good thing, one bad thing. I don't know what is the meaning of V1, V2, V3. On that time, in fact, I don't know how to make a structure. And teachers told me, then I just all the time I get punished by my English teacher, because all the time she just frame a sentence on the board and I don't understand what is the what my teacher write. In fact, I don't know was plus where plus V2 V2 and all this thing. When I joined the IT British English, then I realized that, then I know that what is the exact meaning of structure and what is the how a structure benefit for the English language. So after joining that institute, I learned lots of things. I don't know the English. Right now I am able to speak English. I am very good in English, because whenever I listen a student, they told that no, I am not good in English. I am not very good in English, and I am not a very good speaker. I think that is a negative point. If you have to believe in yourself, then definitely you will be a good speaker. And I am just believing myself, and I am a very good speaker. Whatever I have speak wrong and right, but I know that I am right. That's why I am able to speak. And when I joined the active British English, then sir told me that you are a very good speaker, even you are a good student, but then why you are not focus on it? All the time you make a joke in the class, all the time you just think about funniest thing, not to concern towards your career. Only one time sir just scolded me very badly, and that day I all the time remember. Reason why? Because when I came on that and I just start laughing, and sir just told me, if you have to do like that, then next time you are not came in the class and you are not the part of the British English. And I talked to your parents and told you that you don't send your son to learn English. And on that time I feel very bad, because lots of students are sitting in front of me, and I feel very bad. And after in the class, sir called me and told me that if you have to learn English, that is very beneficial for you, not for me. Suppose you have to go in any sector, any field, in fact in any office work, then it's help for you, not help for me. So from that day I just focused on English and start learning. And I also be a part of the speech competition, and I want to enter the speech competition. But due to some my mistake, I leave that institute and start going in a wrong way, wrong path. And I just forget my study, what I read, what I learned from that institute, and again I have to join. And right now I am just practicing myself. So that, and you know why? Because I saw the status of sir written that if anyone student can join the advanced batch, even they are an ex-student, then you have to join. I'll not take any money, so I have to join and start practicing. And after that, this all thing happened. Then one day my uncle check that I know how to speak English or not, and suddenly he just start talking in English, and I also do. After that, my mother is sitting in front of me. After end of conversation, my mother told me that please give the phone. I also want to talk that person. Then only one line my mother asked to that my uncle, ये English कैसा बोला? I don't know what he said on that call because I'm not listening. And after next day, my mother told me that मेरा पैसा वसूल हो गया मेरे बेटा को इंग्लिश Literally next morning my mother told me like that, and I feel very and on that time I don't know how much I am happy, because if your parents give that type of compliment, that is very, in fact, that thing is heaven like you, because no one can parents give you this type of compliment like you, because parents think that if I'll give that type of compliment, then my son, daughter, they are not doing a study properly. They think that I know each and everything, and they start ego. They come under the ego. So on that time, I'm very happy. And one incident, and all that time I remember, share that. I just told you that my friend start laughing and all these things. Whenever after 12th class, I have to sit with my friends, those who are laughing, and suddenly one call is coming and I start speaking English. They just suddenly see my face, how that person can speak English, because he didn't know ever to speak single line, and right now he can speak English in front of me in comparison to better than me. So on that time he asked me how you have to change yourself, because it's a very good thing, and I never see you like that you are too much confident in English. And on that time I realized that no, if I have to learn something, then it's a very beneficial for me. And I really thank that person. He all the time encouraged me to go to the podium. And if you have to make that thing, you have to make a friend, then definitely you will be also a very good speaker. Thank you and have a nice day.
Well, last question already.
So very good morning to you all, honorable sir and all my dear friends. This is Vipul, and today I'm going to share my journey regarding towards English, and it has been very stupendous and very exhilarating journey so far. I don't think that I'm going to mention all the teachers. It is not necessary, because we have been learning English since our childhood, and it is going very messy when we just mention all the teachers. But one thing I want to mention the Diit British English and our guide, our motivator, and this is our sir. That is our sir that has been just supported me very brilliantly. Not me, all the students, and it is a platform where it can transform you, not in the aspect of English, it can transform you in the aspect of many things. And it is the platform that transformed me in the unconfident guy to confident person, knowledgeable person to knowledgeable person, and just a less personality to just improve my personality in different ways. And another thing is that it is not an institute. It is just part where you can just improve all aspects of your things, like your personality, your English, and English, and regarding all the things, because it also provide. This institution provide you with diverse things like debate, GD, and all the things that you can also boost your knowledge. You can also boost your confidence, and if you get confidence, you get knowledge, definitely you will be a good person, and your personality will be definitely improve. And it has happened to me. Then I joined this institute. I was very unconfident. I don't have so much knowledge. I have a self doubt on myself that can I speak in English. But after joining this institute, the all doubt has cleared. And I also mentioned our batchmates, our classmates. We cannot forget that person that can we can just learn here, and they supported me very well. There are so many persons. It is person who supported me. So I just lastly I want to say just pay my immense gratitude to sir who just supported me, and whatever I am able to speak just because of my hard work, just because of the brilliant guidance of sir, just because of your support of my friends. So this is the journey that this is the things that I wanted to highlight. That's all about the
Thank you.
Thank you.
I want one more speaker for 5 minutes. Wrap up only 5 minutes. Start.
A very warm morning to respected teacher and all my dear friends. As we all know that today is our journey telling session, and I am here to share my journey towards English. Firstly, I want to say that it's the journey towards. I want to share my journey towards English language, not English literature, because we all know English literature since our childhood. So my journey towards English started when we are facing lockdown, and me and my sibling sit together, and we think that we have to utilize our time. We have to do something. We have to learn in that time. So and many of the thoughts come in our mind, and one of them is learning many different languages. But my siblings know how to speak English. They are very good speaker of the English, but I was not. So I feel that I have to learn English. On that day I started watching English videos, English speakers, how they speak, but all of the things vanished from my life after 1 week. I leave all that thing, what I practiced, because I think that all are the things which I have done in my school time. I have delivered number of the speech in my school, and many I participate many function which was organized in my school. That's why I feel these are the things which I can do. But the problem occurred when I have to speak in front of anyone. I was not able to deliver my feelings, my words in front of anyone in English. That's why I decided I have to join any classes. After lockdown, and my examination over, my result came, and on that time I was very free. One of my friend Neha Gupta suggested me that I am going to a class, and I don't have any friends, so please come with me. We have to join that, and the class is also good. Then that thing I said to my father, and I also want to learn English. That's why I joined this class. On my first class, I was the last speaker of the class, and the topic was education. But on that class, our teacher was not sir. There is a woman teacher, that is Yasmin Khan, and after my speech she said to me, "Why are you afraid before going to the podium? You are very good speaker. You can speak." And on that day, after that day, I was regular speaker in class, and I was also regular. But some reason I was not regular before some time. But nowadays I want to learn English seriously, because one of my brother, because in last speech competition I don't get any prize, and that time I feel very bad, and one of my brothers said to me, education is the thing which never ends, so please do your 100% and don't take serious all the thing like results. You are able to learn anything is enough for you, and many of the friends who encourage me, and I want to in this speech competition I want to do my 100%. I want to deliver my 100%, and that's all my journey which I have done in this institute and in the language, in English language. Thank you so much for listening.